folks, Jonathan here. I am hot. I'm wore out. So we're done. We're done welding anyway. Well, I say we are. We might pick it up and weld some on the bottom side. I don't have anything welded on the bottom, but we may not do that. We may take it out and flip it first. And I think it's probably strong enough. Sure it is on the ends. I don't know about right here, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. So anyway, hot as can be. Now this one was a little bit too wide, and this was the shortest pole, so I had to narrow each side of it up and put it on and weld it. But we got it in. Everything's good to go. And then the one that I ended up welding too. Now, total width from outside to outside is 17 foot. And total length is 18 foot. So it's only an inch narrow, I mean a foot narrower than it is long. And I did leave this long. We can cut it off. I left it 6 inches on the outside. And what I did is this plate I left on this one. And I left it on that one. And I did that to balance it. So what I want to try to do is when I turn this over, I'm going to try to find the center of this thing, and I'm going to find a place on my forklift, the top of it, to see if I need to weld a couple little legs on this or something. But what I'm getting at is if I can find the center of this, we should be able to drive up under this thing, take the mast, and pick it up with the top of the mast right into the roof or the center beam, and hopefully be able to pick this building up and move it around. All right, folks, so I'm done for the night. I just can't go no more. We're gonna start early in the morning. Drag this thing out and turn it over or something. We'll figure it out. I might put a brace through there on each side. That's a pretty critical part. We'll see. From now on, this will be the Canadian building. We'll call this Canada building. Noticed on the steel, guess I'm upside down. Anyway, somewhere right here, it says Canada. Maybe you can see it. So, that's our Canadian carport, is what this is. In the morning, we'll flip it. I sure wanted to get it done today, but I just can't, I just don't think I can move much more. Alright, okay folks, it's flip day. Did some measuring. Measured from here to top up there. I hope this camera, hold on, let me unfog it. I'm out of the air conditioning into the heat here. Alright, so what I'm getting at is the distance from here to the top corner of that post is about 12 foot. So that's the clearance I'm going to need to turn this thing. And what we ran into is wrecker's no problem to get 12 foot. Forklift only goes about 11 foot. Alright folks, got the wrecker backed up. Got the forklift where we need it. Tried to get my wife to turn the air conditioner around in the window, put the air out this way, and she wouldn't do it. So I tell you what, I picked the about the hottest week, I guess, to do all this welding and flipping. So hopefully we got it welded good enough. I guess we'll know here shortly. And I'm gonna try to do it as neat and as easy as we can without you know, slamming it and dropping it and all that good stuff, because you know it's still welded together no matter how we look at it. So handheld here and show you. Okay, we want this building or this to flip that way, so really what we need to be doing is picking it up this side of center. So if we picked it up this side of center, the weight would be on that side, flip that way, no problem. Our issue is our forklift won't go high enough. So if we change it here, we'd never get it high enough for it to flip. Now it'll flip on its side, but it's not going to go all the way over. So we're going to get it up on its side first. That's all we're going to worry about. Then we're going to move on from there. But we're going to be on the lower chain to the lower side with the fork. And that's not only dangerous because you got a top heavy piece, it's also probably, you know, well, it's going to be a lot harder on the steel, but it's not going to flip as easy. But on that end, we'll be on this side of it instead of that side. And if we're on that side of it, that's going to help us control it. So control there, and hopefully just lift them here. And we're fixing to make this fork to this, well, to the center, but we just don't want it to slide up past, so we'll figure that out. As you can see, I got it flipped up, and we are going to do some regrouping, rehooking, and because like I said, it's got to come, that center's got to be 12 foot off the ground for this to clear around. Okay folks, I got a plan here I came up with. We're going to try. I'm going to do just like I said. I'm going to pick up both ends, lift maybe a little higher than, or from a little bit lower point than probably what I should with the forklift, but you know, we don't have a choice. We've got to get it 12 foot off the ground, or 12 foot to that center piece right there to be able to swing it. So what I decided to do was run one of the cables, probably my drag winch cable, from the wrecker to the skid steer and then back to the bottom. And that way when it goes to swing, it cannot swing and fall down really fast and hard. And remember, let me show you. There's no welds up top. No welds up top there. There's no welds on the top anywhere. So if it's going to break, that's the way it's going to break, is down that way. It just depends on how good my welds are on the sides of whether it's going to hold. Probably be smart to weld it right there, but if you do and you start welding, if it, you know, it's going to warp down all that weight on it, so it'll be all right. As long as we bring it down easy, I think it'll be just fine. We'll definitely do some weld testing, because I mean, you know, that's a lot of weight up that high and hanging out that far for a place with no weld. So wish me luck. Okay, folks, we have got it, of course, turned over and moved up onto the concrete. And I just done this temporarily till we get the tent on. I can come right in here with the forklift, come under that center right there and pick this thing up and move it anywhere I need to move it. And since it's strong enough, you know, it all holds together again on the move. So yeah, our weld's held up, thank goodness. So we'll get some kind of some tin on it and see how that works out. Right now we're in the middle of digging a stump out, but I guess that'll be, I'll show you some more on it in the next video. Alright folks, wasn't safe. I'm sure it wasn't OSHA approved. It was Dr. Kevorkian approved, but that's okay. We got her done, nobody got hurt. Appreciate everybody watching. Till next time, bye.